Ever hear a story so wild you wouldn't believe it if 50 people hadn't seen it? That was my grandma's porch last summer. A calm Saturday afternoon turned into something straight out of an action movie. By the end, 2 fake cops were crawling away broken, and my brother Marcus stood tall like a lion guarding his pride. It started peaceful, sun blazing, grass freshly cut, paintbrushes in our hands as we worked on the fence. Grandma Nell sat on her porch rocking chair, sipping sweet tea like royalty, the kind of woman everyone respects. 40 years in that house, raised 5 kids, never missed a Sunday at church. Then the black SUV rolled up, tinted windows, no plates, moving slow like it owned the block. 2 men stepped out in dark tactical gear, badges that looked cheap and wrong, patches reading HOA Enforcement Division. I almost laughed, but the way they moved killed the joke. One had mirrored shades and a clipboard, the other a baton hanging off his belt. They walked straight to Grandma without a greeting. "Ma'am," Shades said flatly, "you're in violation of several HOA codes. You need to come with us to resolve this." My cousin muttered, "HOA? For what? Too many roses?" Grandma tilted her head, calm as ever. "Son, I've lived here 40 years. We don't even have a homeowners association." Baton Guy tapped his weapon against his leg and said, "Your flowers, mailbox, wind chimes, even those garden gnomes, non-compliant. We issued warnings. You ignored them. Now we enforce removal." My gut tightened. This wasn't a prank. They weren't real cops, but they were dead serious. Then Marcus stood up, slow and steady, setting down his brush like a cowboy before a duel. His jaw clenched, eyes locked. "You've got 10 seconds to explain who you really are before this goes bad for you." Shades smirked. "We're authorized. Step aside." Then he shoved Grandma's chair. That was it. The second his hands touched her, the world erupted. Marcus moved first, faster than anyone. He stepped in front of Grandma, face to face. "You just made the biggest mistake of your life." Baton Guy swung hard for Marcus's ribs. Wrong move. Marcus caught his wrist midair, twisted sharp. The guy screamed as the baton clattered to the porch. Then one punch. Clean. Devastating. Baton Guy crumpled against the railing. Shades lunged at Marcus, trying to shove him off the steps. Marcus grabbed his collar, pivoted, and with one brutal heave launched him through Grandma's living room window. Glass exploded like fireworks, curtains ripped down, fake badge skittering across the floor inside. The neighborhood froze. Kids wide-eyed. Parents whispering, "What just happened?" Grandma didn't flinch. She held her tea steady and muttered, "That's my boy." One fraud groaned on the porch, the other dangled halfway inside the shattered window. Marcus stood over them like a storm ready to strike again. "You ever come back here," he said low, "you won't leave on 2 legs." Then sirens screamed. Blue and red lights flooded the block as real cops jumped out, taking in the wreckage. 2 fakes busted, Marcus standing like a sentinel, Grandma calm as dawn. She pointed a steady finger. "These men broke into my home. Claimed they were HOA police. There is no HOA here. My grandson defended me. The real officers ripped the fake badges off. Plastic. Total frauds. Charges flew fast, impersonating law enforcement, trespass, assault." The fakes stammered excuses, but it was over. Turns out they'd been running the scam all over town, targeting elderly folks with fake fines. But that day they picked the wrong porch. Grandma didn't just survive, she helped bust a whole criminal ring. News crews came. Grandma smiled for the cameras and said, "Told them, we don't have an HOA." And Marcus? He stood beside her, knuckles bruised, pride like steel. They came to scare an old woman. They left in cuffs.